Okay, today I'm going to show you another one of my constructed Wyvern decks that I really like. But first, I just wanted to show you, these are the decks that I've posted on my YouTube channel so far. All these decks have been posted on the Wyvern Facebook page too, so you can go look at them there. I think they're all there. We'll see. But we're just going to review real quickly. This is in the order that I posted them. This is my Scouts deck, which is probably my best deck. If I had to pick one, I would probably go with these guys. Grendel is probably the best scout, and Celestial Charger is one way to fight. Can I get that to focus better? There we go. One way to fight with little dragons. One way of many ways. Then probably my favorite deck is red, based on the card. Well, first, when you realize red's ability, he gets +1 strength to all battle modifiers, strength modifiers, and then you play Ring of Power, and all your Dwarven armies get +1, and they can't be canceled or countered. So that's +2 on red, and they can't be canceled or countered. So that's kind of nuts. I just love that deck. Then I showed you my Windsock Banner deck, which is a defensive deck. So Fire Drake is the top card in the deck to show you. A very tough dragon on defense. Everything's based on defending. So it's not the easiest deck to play, but it's a very cool deck. Then we pitted two decks, the flying deck versus the oh wait, this is not the flying deck, is it? Oh, never mind. This is the Big Dragons deck. We'll get to the flying subterranean. The Big Dragons is just fun to play with Big Dragons, especially when you can play Heavyweight Alliance. If I could get the focus. Why won't the focus come in? There we go. So they can help each other, which can really cause problems. And that big bad 7-strength flying dragon, Behemoth. Just a cool looking dragon. Okay. Subterraneans. No, this is a Dragon Slayer deck. We're still not there. Okay, the next deck is my Dragon Slayer deck. So Swamp Alernia, the terrain that makes the dragon susceptible to any Dragon Slayer. Doesn't matter. Any Dragon Slayer can slay it. And of course, Valhalla to make all my Dragon Slayers free. It's a very cost-effective deck. Now, Flying Dragons versus Subterranean Dragons. I chose to build these two decks against each other. If I just built them as a constructed deck to not go up against each other, I would build them differently. But I did this for fun. We made a video where we played 3 games of Wyvern with these decks, and the video is 2 hours long. So from now on, when I make a video, it'll be 1 game, unless the game's super fast. So there's white, there's ravens for your flying deck, and over here, for the subterranean deck, we have black and giant ants. Fun decks to play against each other. It was a lot of fun to play with my friend John. It was really cool matches. But it's 2 hours long, so I understand if you don't want to watch that. Then I showed you my Little Dragons deck. Vampire being probably the best little dragon in the deck. There might be a couple others that are just as good. And Growth Spurt being the true power of the deck, turning your little dragons into bigger dragons, which is quite fun. Then I just showed you my terrain deck. So I'm putting Pit on the top, simple killer terrain, and Adonis to make those scouts not be able to scout. That's I don't know if that's a key card to this deck or not, because I have yet to play this deck, but I'm hoping to play it tonight. We'll see. We don't know if we're playing tonight. We'll find out. And now I'm going to show you my attack deck. It can defend just fine. It's really a battle deck. This deck, where I don't want to get in battles with dragon slaying decks and terrain decks, all I want to do is get in battles. I really don't want to swap out. I will at times. You're going to have to. But Draco just wants to attack, and he wants to keep attacking. Extremely potentially powerful dragon. And Hero says, oh, I can attack one more time. So after I'm done attacking, I'm going to get a second attack no matter what. hard deck to play because it's gold intense. So you can really run out of gold. You have to be very careful with these expensive decks. So this is what I'm going to show you now. Real quick though, I post all these decks not only on my YouTube channel, but on Facebook, the Wyvern page on Facebook. It's a good place to go to look at some Wyvern and talk to some Wyvern players. I'm in Chicago. If anyone would like to play Wyvern with us sometime, leave us a comment. If you would like me to make a video of your Wyvern deck, simply post it in the comments. If I have the cards, I will build the deck and make a video. I currently don't have Phoenix, which I want, but I'm going to show you my Interceptor deck, which even though I don't have Phoenix, it's still a pretty cool deck. So I'll be showing that eventually. And I've also written a D&D fantasy novel. It's D&D in story form. Reads feels like you're playing D&D when you read it. And it's on my channel. If you go to my playlist and click on the playlist that says Forestera's Fate, My D&D Story Narrated, you can click on it and watch it in sequence from the introductory video right to the very end. It's long, but you can take your time, watch at your leisure. It's like a book on tape. Except for the first video, it's all a blank screen. It's like listening to a book on tape. I'm writing book 2. I use visuals in every chapter of book 2 except chapter 1, so it will feel a little different from a book on tape, but I'm having a lot of fun writing it, and I'm still not sure where it's going and how it's going to end. It's a 5-book series. I self-published it on Amazon. There are links. You can take a look at it in the description, but there's also links to my blog where you can read it for free and listen to it for free. So feel free to do that. And now let's get into this fun deck. Okay, there are currently 24 cards in the Dragon's Lair deck. I forgot about Basilisk. 19 dragons and 5 terrains. And there's 4 magnetic fields, 51 cards, 4 magnetic fields in every deck. I don't have it in the deck. I keep it off to the side here. Same with Basilisk. I only have so many of those cards. I don't have enough for each deck. But let's go through the Dragon Lair. Again, I want to attack, but as long as I get in battles, that's great. I'm going to have to swap out sometimes. I even have 4 scouts in here. Maybe I should knock that down to 2 or 3 because it's really not about scouts, but you still need scouts. But Draco is great. Every time you win a battle, you can just keep attacking until he discovers a terrain or dies. Fun card, expensive. You got to have, I'm playing Mixcoatl in the Fields of Gold in this deck. Have to, because it's a very expensive deck. Thuhan is in here because he fits the theme perfectly. Gains +1 strength with each 1 battle. He's a 1 strength dragon for 2 gold, which is not good. But if you can win battles with him, he can become great. Vampire is also great, a 1 strength dragon for 3 gold, but he immediately becomes 2 the minute he hits a dragon. So it's the minute he successfully attacks a dragon, he's a 2 strength, and he just gets better. And every time he hits a dragon, the dragon gets weaker. It's a really cool card. Nergal. When Nergal wins a battle, you can put a +1 counter on any face-up dragon. So better than Thuhan. Thuhan just gets +1 strength. This is a counter, and it can go on any face-up dragon. So perfectly fits the theme. Blue is just one of the best dragons in the game. The fact that you can draw cards helps for your attacking strategies. So again, 7 gold though. Okay, 2 cards that are featured for attacking. Strength 0, costs 3, Dragon of Knucker Hole. Funny name. When attacking, his strength is the number of, I'm trying to read it so I can read it better, cards you have in your hand at the start of the battle phase. So this is not always a good dragon, but he can be a great dragon. Same with Dragon of Exe Valley, or EXE, I don't know how you pronounce that, Exe Valley, I guess. When he's attacking, his strength is the number of treasures in play on both sides. Now, this deck is running 8 treasures, which is a lot. And we'll see how that works. That could be a problem. Again, I have not played this deck in its current form. Iowa is, again, one of the best dragons in the game to fight with because all non-subterranean dragons lose 2 strength in a battle with him. That makes him a very hard dragon to fight. I could go with Cynoprosope, but I went with Phrygia. Can get help from a dragon 1 card away in this battle, and flyers can come from anywhere. Phrygian is a very good dragon. Cynoprosope, Phrygian, they're really the same. Phrygian's just 1 strength less than Cynoprosope. And I didn't have another Cynoprosope, and I had a Phrygian, so he's good. 1 dragon that can get help when I need it for better fighting. Vittra, flying dragons lose 2 strength for the rest of the battle that he's a part of, so that's really good. Bride Serpent, when Bride Serpent wins a battle, the loser has to discard a card at random. So where Lindwurm in my other deck, this effect happens when she loses. Bride Serpent, I'm an attacking deck. I'm trying to win battles, so now I get that effect. And of course, Big Bad Red. I'm running only 8 strength modifiers in this deck, but he belongs in this deck. Every time you play a strength modifier, he gets +1. He costs 8 gold. It's the most expensive dragon in the game. Cool, one of the coolest looking dragons too. Now, the 4 flyers, 4 scouts, like I said, maybe that's a mistake. Delphine's great dragon. You get a terrain. You get a card every time you discover terrain. This dragon totally belongs in this deck. Chi-Wen. Place a +1 strength counter on Chi-Wen each time he attacks and discovers a terrain card. So that fits the theme perfectly. Grendel is just there to hopefully get me some gold, maybe. And Moghur is thematic to the deck because if I hit a terrain, I can attack again. So it's an attack-based deck. That's why he's here. Lambton Wurm, in every deck, as you've known if you've watched my videos, and Mixcoatl and 3 fields of gold for the gold. I've already been over those. The other 2 terrains in this deck are Abbey, because if one of my opponent's dragons hits Abbey, they cannot survive a lost battle no matter what cards are in play, or what it says on the dragon. I run this in my constructed deck, my red dragon deck. I think Abbey is a great terrain. If you've never run it, if you play with a sideboard, this is the perfect card when they're running. Does it work against Knight? Can survive a lost battle? No, but it works against Golden Apple and Fountains of Youth. And those cards are very commonly played. And of course, Basilisk to kill that dragon, which again, Basilisk even fits the theme, but Basilisk is in every deck regardless. So that's the Dragon Lair. Now I've got 51 cards in here because I'm going with, what is the one I'm running? The 4 of, well, I'll get to it in a second. No, it's right here. Apollo. We're running 4 Apollo. All right. I originally went with 4 heroes. That's too much, too expensive, but this allows you to attack twice in your turn. It is expensive. There's the 4 gold digs. These are all the action cards that are in here. Then we'll do the battle actions. Gold digs for the gold, Meteor Shower for the card draw, like always, 1 Volcanic Eruption, like always. This is a risky card to play. A player of your choice misses next turn. It's too thematic for me not to do it because I want to attack. I'll defend, but I want to attack. So I play 1 Snowstorm to say, nope, you're not going to get a turn. I'm attacking again. That's the only reason it's in the deck. And that's why I have 51 cards and not 52. I'm not 50. Thor's Hammer. Just going to play 2. Doubles the base strength of the dragon that you're battling with. So really cool card. And then we're running 4 Magical Swords, which is a +2 modifier for 1 gold, and 4 Firebolts, +3 modifier for 2 gold. Those are my strength modifiers. It's a lot of money to spend for those Firebolts. I think that that card should be a little better for 2 gold. I think you should get more than that. I think you should get something like draw a card, or if this is countered somehow, you get the gold back. I think they could have improved these. Would have been nice. 1 Prometheus that says, you lose your battle action cards. I got to play that against you in this deck, or you pay gold for them. And then 4 Apollos for extra card draw. And I've got to play 1 Steel Strength, because if you're going to play a strength modifier, I'm going to take it if I have that in my hand, if I'm so lucky. 2 sorcerers just because I can copy battle actions and cards just to have it. It's very expensive though, so it's a risk to put that in. And I am going to fight with the power cards because they are the best cards in the game to win battles with. So 3 of each, not 4. Maybe I should go down to 2. 3 Medea spell. And again, these cards affect the base strength. If your card doesn't say base strength, let me see if these all say base strength. No, this one does not. It's base strength. See how it says now 0 strength? And here it says now 0 base strength. That's a key difference. It's base strength. That's the corrected version. Power switch, same thing. The dragons switch base strengths. And 3 poison chalice. So maybe I should just run 2 of those, but I want to win regardless. Okay, the 8 treasures. These are designed, of course, for more gold, but it's very thematic. Whoever wins a battle gets 2 gold pieces. If you beat me in a battle, fine. You can have you get the 2 gold. That's fine. And where's the focus? Come on. Come on. Usually I'll have to, there we go. All I have to do is tilt it and it usually works. I'm running 3 of these because I really want to win battles and get 4 or 6 gold when I do. That would be fantastic. And I'm running 2 of these, and these cost 3 gold. But when I attack, plus 2 strength when attacking. So again, it's thematic. It fits the deck really well. Great looking card, Golden Fleece. And then this combination, I really would consider running 4 of each. I have more Aaron's Rods. I had Freys. I've lost them. I don't know where they are. I only got 1. Ticks me off. I think this combination might be the most powerful combo in the game. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. I don't know how you can really beat this combination. So battle action, a dragon in this row gains +1 strength for each card you discard from your hand. So you're just going to discard, you're going to run out of cards. This, like they say, this card's really not that good because you'll just run out of cards and you won't be able to win. Yeah, but if you're playing Frey, in each player's draw phase, the player draws until he has 8 cards in hand. So at the beginning of my turn, I've got 8 cards and I can fight you with Aaron's Rod. It's like, yeah, but you're going to run, your deck's going to run out. Well, I don't have to discard. It's only if it's worth it to me to discard. This combination gives you 8 cards every turn. And if I really wanted to make this work and I kept running out of cards, I could just make the deck bigger. I could make it a 60-card deck or even a 70-card deck. If I run 4 of each of these with the proper card draw, I don't know how you beat this. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Poison Chalice beats it. You can't magnetic field it. You can't steal the strength, I don't think. Yeah, gains +1 strength for each card you discard. You can't steal strength. You can't steal that as far as I know. I'm fairly certain that's the case. So that is my attack deck. Like I said, I called it my battle deck. It's really my attack deck. So I have a defend deck, and now I have an attack deck. It's very cool. Some of the other decks I have not showed you yet. My interceptor deck. I have a deck, the hide and seek deck. I call it my face down dragons. You use Cauldron to keep turning your dragons down, which is great against Dragon Slayers. I did the inverse of that, which is the Cracked Cauldron Treasure, which turns my dragons face up. And I want my dragons face up, and I play cards that benefit dragons being face up, and all the dragons in the deck, as many as I can, get benefits for being face up. I have a gold deck. I really need to work on it. I have a treasure deck. That's a lot of fun to play. And of course, the drain them of their gold deck. That's 4 gold shortage. Yeah, 4 gold shortage. Trying to zap them of gold is an interesting way to play, but it's not easy to win with that deck. And then, of course, there's a help deck. So those are the other decks I have. I might have a couple other ones around here somewhere that I might show at some point. But those are the ones that are coming. If anyone has an idea for a cool Wyvern deck, please leave a comment. Tell me what a really, like there's a Naga deck. I know that. You can build a Naga deck. What else? What else would make an interesting Wyvern deck to play a game of Wyvern with? I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, hope you enjoyed this. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.